Hey guys, AK-47 Master here, back with another episode of Top 5 Tuesdays, and it really feels good to be able to just sit down, record an audio commentary, not having to focus on making some Let's Play videos, or worrying about gameplay at the same time. I think Top 5 Tuesdays is kind of like my redemption day for my YouTube channel. Every week I always look forward to choosing your guys' idea topics and giving you a shout out and giving you a reason to come back and leave some more ideas. So this week's topic is going to be recommended by two YouTubers this time. That's right, Sonic Adam 2 and FireCharizard55. Check out both of their channels in the description. They are two fine, upstanding individuals, members of the YouTube gaming community. So thank you to you two gentlemen for recommending this topic, and they recommended a pretty great topic that this was one of the questions, or one of the topics I was expecting to get from the series, and that is, what is my top 5 favorite YouTubers? Now, I got some rules and regulations for this top 5. Of course, these are my rules and regulations since this is my series, so I can do whatever I want. Anyways, I'm gonna be fair. I can't choose myself as one of my top 5 favorite YouTubers. Personally, I wouldn't choose myself anyways. I don't think I'm that great of a YouTuber, in all honesty. I think I'm an average YouTuber, maybe above average. In terms of dedication, I'm pretty dedicated. I try to upload every day, but that's not the point. So, I'm going to choose channels that I personally like to watch. Channels that I keep tabs on. Channels that I always check whenever I just want to watch videos, not when I want to look for something, but when I just want to pass the time. So these are going to be 5 of those YouTubers, and this was a very hard list to make. I had to narrow it down to 5. Anyways, I just spent the past 2 minutes not talking about my top 5 YouTubers, so let's fix that right now. So sorry, that was my shoe. Alright, anyways, my number 5 favorite YouTuber is Mrtechnicaldifficult. You may or may not have heard of him. He recently hit 200k subscribers, 200,000 subscribers. I think he definitely deserves it. He makes a very entertaining videos. He is a YouTube troll, and he's going to be the only YouTube troll I'm going to list on this list. I'm going to try to stay away from naming more than one type of YouTuber, whether that may be commentator, vlogger, a troll, I don't know, a tutorial person. Not that there's any tutorial channels on this list anyways, but he's a great YouTube troll. He does all sorts of pranks. He sits on chat roulette, pranking people there. He plays Xbox Live. He pretends to be a little kid. He pretends to be like an old 40-year-old rapist, pedophile thing. He does hooker prank calls, and the top 5 Tuesdays just took a turn to being like provocative Tuesdays. Just by mentioning the criteria of Mrtechnicaldifficult, I would love to see all that on his resume if he ever actually stopped doing YouTube and went on a job. Like, oh yeah, my past jobs were hooker pranks, chat roulette trolling, and Xbox Live. That would be awesome. Anyways, moving on to number 5. My number 5 favorite YouTuber is onlyusemeblade. One of my favorite YouTube Call of Duty commentators ever. I mean, he makes very meaningful commentaries. I really can relate to a lot of his commentaries. His his Sunday Chill commentaries is one of my favorite YouTube series ever. It inspired one of my own YouTube series, Deep Thoughts, which was a 5-episode series I did, which, for technical reasons, I had to stop doing, basically. So he's a big inspiration to me, and he makes some great YouTube videos. He's also part of a podcast called The Bad Kid Show with DJ Keemstar, and I know that name is pretty controversial here on YouTube, so I won't mention it too much in this video. Anyways, onlyusemeblade, great commentator. Also, all these YouTubers will be linked in the description down below if you want to check them out, so feel free to do so, guys. And alright, so moving on to number 3. My number 3 favorite YouTuber is Seananners. Yes, one of the original, not one of the original, one of the most memorable, or one of the most popular YouTube commentators. I think he's one of the most popular gaming channels in general. When you X out, the network channels like IGN, Machinima, and does GameSpot have a YouTube channel? Let me check right now. I'm on YouTube right now as we speak. Let's check if GameSpot has a YouTube channel. I believe they do. I don't know if it's that popular. 500,000, not too big for like a gaming network. Anyways, but yeah, Seananners, for a single hand guy, for just one guy running a YouTube channel, a gaming channel, he is very popular. I would put him on the same scale as White Boy 7th Street, Captain Sparkles, and what's the other guy? Hutch. So yeah, he's a great YouTube commentator. I have a lot of respect for him, and he still makes great videos to this day. He's even had a CNN article that he written as Adam Matoya, also known as Seananners, talking about his job and his career as a YouTuber. So I think that's pretty cool, pretty awesome for a YouTuber to actually make a CNN article. I believe you can still find it to this day. Anyways, that's my third favorite YouTuber. Now for my second is chuggaaconroy, my favorite Let's Player ever. Wow, one of the biggest inspirations for me to start Let's Playing. I mean, he just makes so many great videos. Like, all the corny inside jokes of chuggaaconroys are just some of the most memorable I've ever heard on YouTube. He's just one of the most entertaining YouTubers that I've watched in my day, ever since I started watching YouTube back in like 2007 to this day, where I've been making YouTube videos for almost 2 years, well, a year and a half. You know, he's still one of my favorites, and he's high up there. He makes great quality videos, great commentary, very entertaining. So that is my number 2 pick, and let's recap from number 5 to number 2. Number 5 is Mrtechnicaldifficult. Number 4, onlyusemeblade. Number 3, Seananners. And number 2, chuggaaconroy. And now for my number 1 favorite YouTuber is the one, the only Angry Video Game Nerd. His official YouTube account name is James Nintendo Nerd, because if you don't know, here's a little history lesson on the AVGN. His old like alias name was the Angry Nintendo Nerd, because he would only review bad NES games. But then he wanted to branch out to Sega and Atari, and you know, some other third-party video game 80s and 90s developers and stuff, you know. So he wanted to change, and for copyright reasons, he wanted to change to the Angry Video Game Nerd, which I think is just overall a better username in general. And he makes excellent videos. He's put more time and effort into his videos than any other YouTuber I can think of, and he's made so many videos. I mean, if you've ever seen his documentary he did, his self-made documentary on how long it takes, the process for making an AVGN episode, it is ridiculous. Like, for any YouTuber out there, including myself, if you think the process you have to go through to make your videos is long, you just can't compare to James Rolfe and how long it takes him to make some of these AVGN videos. I believe he said his Rob the Robot episode, which was a 20-minute AVGN video with lots of effects, lots of editing, took him around over 100 hours to create. That means the actual recording, the editing, the voiceover, and the finalizing, or whatever fourth step he does for his videos, because he does like a 4-step thing. I believe every YouTuber has like this, you know, step-by-step process they go through to make their videos. AVGN has, you know, a pretty basic one, but it does take them quite a lot of time, which is why I hate when people say, hey, when's the movie coming out? When's the movie coming out? Or when are new AVGN episodes coming out? Because he is working his butt off. I'm sure the movie is his biggest project he's ever done. He's ever set out to do in, you know, the field of the AVGN and his Angry Video Game Nerd alias. So when the movie comes out, it will come out. When it's done, it will be done. Just stop axing him, guys. I mean, I'm sure the people that ax him are worried about it because they care so much and they want to see the movie, much like myself and many others. But once he finishes it, it will come out. It will be released. Trust me. And that is it for my favorite YouTuber, AVGN, Angry Video Game Nerd. Thank you, Sonic Adam 2 and FireCharger55, for recommending those wonderful ideas. And I will see you guys on the next episode of Top 5 Tuesdays. See you guys then.